2-19. Simplify each of the following expressions. Be sure that your answer has no negative or fractional exponents. Letter A, 1/81st raised to the power of negative 1/4. I've recopied my problem here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the negative part of the exponent. And in order to get rid of the negative, I'm going to take the reciprocal of my base. So I now have 81 raised to the power of positive 1/4. Now when it comes to rational exponents, and they're in fraction form here, our numerator represents what our power is, and our denominator represents the root. So right now I'm raising 81 to the first power, but then I'm going to be taking the fourth root of it, which looks like this. 81 to the first power. You don't have to write the 1 in there, I was just doing it so you could see where it was coming from. And we're doing the fourth root. This is simply saying what number times itself 4 times gives you 81. Well, the answer to that is going to be 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. So our answer here, the fourth root of 81 equals 3. Letter B. We have x to the negative second times y to the negative fourth. You could almost take this one and just do them separately. X to the negative second, if we want to get rid of the negative, remember we take the reciprocal of our base. So the reciprocal of x would be 1 over x. And since this was negative here, it will now become positive in the denominator. We're going to multiply that by, well, we're going to get rid of our negative here again by taking the reciprocal, and we'll end up with 1 over y to the positive fourth. When we multiply straight across, we end up with 1 over x squared y to the fourth. That is our answer for B. Letter C. The quantity here of 2x raised to the negative second power times 16x squared y raised to the power of 1/2. Let's just start out with each part and simplify as we go. So 2x raised to the negative second power would be the same thing as saying 1 over 2x raised to the positive second power. So when we do 2x times 2x, that should give us 1 over 4x squared. And we're going to be multiplying that by 16x squared y raised to the 1/2 power. Well, remember, the 1/2 power is equal to the square root. So we're really saying the square root of 16x squared y. Now, can I simplify some of these? Yes, I can. We're going to take it and say square root of our 16 times the square root of our x squared times the square root of y. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of x squared in this case is just x. Then we have the square root of y on the end. And we're multiplying that by 1 over 4x squared. Oops. I'm a little ahead of myself. So as we multiply the two fractions together, we're going to have 4x radical y over 4x squared So in this case, since we have common factors in the numerator and the denominator, we can cancel them out. You have an x here, you have x squared down here, so we're going to cancel out one of these with this one. And in the end, we're going to end up with the square root of y over x. That's it for 2-19, A, B, and C. Letter A, the answer was 3. Letter B, 1 over x squared, y to the fourth. And then letter C, we end up with the square root of y over x. This is problem 2-19. If you still have questions, please make sure you ask your teacher. Thanks for watching.